Hey, good morning. Welcome to Gish Gets Fit. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I eat today for weight loss as a high carb, low fat vegan. So we're going to go ahead and get started with breakfast. I'm pretty hungry, so I'm going to be making some zucchini hash browns in the oven because honestly I can just leave them while I do stuff around the house and come check on them every few minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and make that and just take you guys throughout the day and show you what I eat. So let's jump into it. Okay, so for this breakfast, we're just gonna need some zucchini. I just cut the ends off. Some hash browns, and these are just the Walmart brand of shredded hash browns. You just wanna make sure you're getting some oil free. Those have been thawing overnight in the fridge. You can use frozen as well. Makes no difference really, just cooking time. Some salt, garlic powder, and black pepper. So first thing I'm gonna do is grate my zucchini. If you have a food processor that does this for you, that would be ideal. I don't, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grate these. Okay, now the zucchini is gonna have a lot of water, and a lot of people would probably squeeze the water out, like for real. But we're baking this with just hash browns, so honestly the water content's not that big of a deal. It's not like you're making a cake or something with it. And you can use this whole bag if you want to at once. I don't think I'm going to, just because I don't really feel like that much. Let's see here. I'm just gonna use about 3/4 of this bag, and this is a 1 pound 10 ounce bag. So this is 26 ounces. So I'm gonna use that much. And then we basically want this to be a 50-50 plate without having to separate it, you know, on the plate. So we're gonna do the zucchini, and then I just kind of mix it together on the pan. Clean hands. You can obviously put it in a bowl. That's a lot of work for me that I don't feel like doing. So I'm just gonna mix it just like this. It looks like it could use a little bit more hash browns. I'm just gonna throw another handful on. And if I don't eat all this, my husband will eat it, or I'll just put it in the fridge and heat it up tomorrow. So you just wanna mix the zucchini in well, and you wanna do like 50-50. Half potato, half zucchini. Okay. So once that's done, I'm gonna spread it out on my pan as thin as I can get it, like an even layer. We're using no oil here, that's why I've got the silicone mat down. Just gonna kind of push it out. And this is how I do it. There's a million different ways to do this, but it's my method. And then I'm just gonna do a little garlic powder on top. You could again mix this in a bowl, but don't feel like it. I do salt because I like salt on my potatoes. And then I'm gonna crack some pepper. I'm almost out of pepper apparently. Okay, so I'm just going to throw this in the oven. I've got my oven going at 400 degrees, and I'm gonna put this in there for about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna flip it halfway through, or just kind of stir it with a spatula. Okay, sorry if you can hear my washing machine going in the background, but these are done, and you can let them sit and get crispier if you want, but it's 10:30 and I haven't eaten lunch yet, or I mean breakfast. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put these in a bowl. You can see they shrank down pretty significantly when they cook, you know, when that water evaporates. So I probably could have made the whole bag, but it's all good. So I'll put these in a bowl, and then on the side, I'm gonna have, I haven't decided if I'm gonna do picante or ketchup. Probably picante sauce. I really like picante and hash browns. It's just so good to me. I'm just gonna take some picante and put it kind of on the side. And as I take a bite of hash brown, I'll dip it in this picante sauce. And that's my super easy breakfast. Okay, so I just got back from a pretty large walk, like 40-minute walk. So for lunch, I'm actually just gonna have a quick little juice because I have an eye appointment and some errands to run, and I just ate a big breakfast earlier. and I'm not super hungry. But I'm gonna show you guys, when I say juice, I don't mean I'm gonna actually like juice fruits. I'm just gonna put it on a blender and drink it because I have a high-speed blender and it's perfect. So let me show you. Okay, so this could not be easier. I'm just gonna throw everything in my blender. So I'm gonna use some mixed frozen fruit. I'm gonna use like 2 cups because I want to chug a lot of this juice. I'm gonna use about a tablespoon of, this is organic agave sweetener. So I'm just gonna use like, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon. And then we're gonna add in some kale. And I'm pretty much just gonna put as much as I can fit in this blender. This is the small blender cup that comes with the, or this is the small Blendtec one. I think this is the mini wild side. It's not like the smoothie one. But I'm gonna put this and then I'm gonna start blending it, and then I may be able to fit more. There's a cat wanting kale. I'm just gonna add water as my liquid. Okay, I'm gonna start with about 1.5 cups. And I'm gonna blend. Okay, so I ended up actually taking out about half of that, and I'm just gonna blend this for my husband. But yeah, so that's what I consider my juice. Come on, fit. Perfect. That's so good. Yes, it's green. It doesn't taste green though. Just like, it tastes like fruit. So I'm gonna pour this back in, add some water, and give this to my husband. Okay, so I'm gonna drink this, and this is going to be my lunch today. I'm sure I'll have something when I get back, but this is just to hold me over till after my eye appointment. So I didn't get to finish my green juice because I was in the car and then I was at an appointment. Anyway, so now I'm just having some cantaloupe that I cut yesterday, and I'm already almost out. So cantaloupe for a snack it is. All right guys, so for dinner tonight, I'm having leftover massaman curry that I made myself. Really all of this is massaman curry powder, not curry powder, curry paste, some coconut milk, soy milk, water, and just a ton of vegetables and potatoes. And then I have some rice as well, and then I'll probably have a little salad later. This is really early, it's only 4 o'clock, but because of my husband's work schedule, this is when we eat. So I'll definitely have something later tonight as well, but this is what I'm starting with, just some curry and some rice. But for my last like dessert tonight or whatever, I had my dinner quite a while ago. I'm gonna make some kind of chocolatey coffee ice cream. I've been wanting to do more whole foods, of course, so we're gonna go, instead of Kiki's chocolate cake, which is what I usually eat, I'm going to do some ice cream in my blender. But I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna put a little bit of instant coffee in here, and this is decaf, by the way. You don't want to use too much because instant coffee is super strong. I'm kind of grinding it up a little in my hands in case you're curious, because this is kind of chunky. So I've got 2 bananas, some instant coffee, and I'm gonna do some vanilla. I'm gonna do a little bit of cocoa powder because a little extra chocolate never hurt. A little cocoa powder, like a tablespoon, I don't know. A little bit of maple syrup because we're gonna be adding the chocolate. I don't need too much. Got a tablespoon of that. And then we're gonna add just a little bit of soy milk to get this started. And then if we need more, we'll add it. Last thing I add to absolutely any dessert is just the tiniest bit of salt, and that really helps. So this is called the Twister from Blendtec. It's the Blendtec Twister one. So if you're impatient like myself, you'll just go ahead and eat it kind of thin. I probably should have blended some more banana in, but it's kind of soupy. But like I said, you can just pop this in the freezer for a few minutes if you want to. I'm just gonna eat it like this because it's hot in Florida. It would melt instantly anyway. And then these are just some mini chocolate chips. I'm gonna put a few in. And this is my dessert. Again, could be solid, but it's fine. And that's everything I ate today.